So in the last video, I read a bunch of Dream tweets, and in one of them, he listed all of the reasons why he thinks people dislike him, which got deleted after receiving thousands of quote retweets making fun of him. Spectral Aurora shows that he deleted the tweet and says, "When the guilt tripping fails." Carverler responds by saying, "Why does he list being part of Florida as criticism, lol?" And then the voice actor for the main character in the cartoon Gumball, who goes by Cantu online, replies by saying that it's Dream's worst offense. Cantu continues going after Dream after a fake Dream account posts this image of Dream saying, "Who want me?" And then he responds by saying, "I want you dead." Fake Dream then responds, "Blocked," showing that Nicholas Cantu is 20 years old, a little too old for parody Dream. Violet responds by saying, "Yeah, because you like 12-year-olds, freak." Fake Dream responds, "12-year-olds? Where?" Luke responds by saying, "More of a man than you'll ever be." Fake Dream responds, "That's the problem." Cantu then quote tweets Fake Dream and says, "Bro, when you an actual pedophile, you can't joke about being a pedophile." Chris TDM responds by saying, "It's a parody account," to which Cantu responds, "I know, I'm role-playing, you're breaking my immersion." Yer responds by saying, "Branching out from actual acting, now you're acting on Twitter. That's genius." Cantu responds, "This the new movies. I'm Twitter dinero." The actual Dream then responds to Cantu, calling him a pedophile, and says, "You are replying to a fake account. I'm not a pedophile no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty, terrible human being. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver saying, 'That's why I'm a famous movie star and you're an Uber driver, and they were just trying to help you not get arrested,' calling them retarded, and saying your IQ is among geniuses and making racist remarks towards them. Then you apologized in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that, regardless of circumstance." Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. Photo in case he deletes. Cantu responds by saying, "1. Yes, I slapboxed you in front of the hose. 2. Yes, I was an asshole to the Uber driver. I was wasted and it wasn't cool, which is why I tipped him a lot of money and have been cutting back on drinking. 3. Yes, I called you fat and a predator. He's spot on about basically everything except the racial shit and me saying the N-word. Don't do that shit. Won't say that shit ever. Hire a Harvard professor to calculate why despite texting every Twitch streamer in Austin, not a single one wanted to fuck you." Dream then responds by saying, "Not engaging with your bad faith roasts. You did everything I said, and also all the things you admitted to. AFAIK, you tipped him nothing too. Not that tipping would excuse anything. You threatened my life, hit me, then shut the fuck up and apologized when I hit back. Grow up." He then leaks some DMs of Cantu saying to Dream, "Hey man, hope you had a good night last night, but I don't feel right knowing I was dogging on you like a cane corso. No chihuahua shit. I was coming for your neck, so I wanted to apologize for hitting you, and I think I slapped you once, which was totally out of line. Even as a joke, that shit isn't right, so I apologize deeply for that one. But yeah man, I was drinking and smoking weed. Anyways, yeah, I expected you to be this little asshole dickhead with no morals. But I saw last night that you're a very humble, grounded, and decent man who can roll with the punches. I know you understand the importance of your stature and influence in the internet world, so to see you having to deal with that so young is something I relate to in my life. If there's any bad blood at all, I want to clear the air and make sure we're good because I've never been a man to make enemies, and the violent manner in which we were interacting isn't something I want to reoccur in my life with good humans I meet like you. And on the allegation shit, I truly will never know who is right and who's lying on that, but I know that having lies and rumors spread about you is awful and really fucks you big time. So apologies for sticking on that for so long and saying it in front of strangers, like in the Uber. What the fuck, dude? I'm a little gaybo. Lol. Anyways, man, I hope you still enjoyed yourself at the party, and I'm glad you pulled through. But," and then the DM cuts off. Mel quote tweets Cantu and says, "So suddenly reaching out to streamers means you want to fuck them?" Cantu responds, "Yeah, when you sending them pics of your weenie." Cantu then shows that Dream blocked him and tweeted it out with the hashtag #NewBig. Robbo Never Dies responds to Dream's tweet calling out Cantu and says, "Hi, I was there. You called a girl I knew a whore and got slapped for it. What is wrong with you? How did you turn this situation into you being the victim? Nick even sent a paragraph apology to you about slapping you for being a misogynistic loser that texts little girls and you claim he's racist? Go to fucking hell." Context: the slap happened months ago. I confused it with an altercation that happened more recently during TwitchCon. Sadly, Dream called a close friend of ours a whore and wasn't slapped for it. Fake Dream responds to this by saying, "This is fake! Let me be the victim! I want to be the victim!" Kittens, dox this person and their family immediately! Real Dream then responds by saying, you weren't even in the same state as me when it happened. Whole tweet is a lie. I don't even know who you are, and I won't go around randomly disrespecting women. The continuous trope of women are helpless people that need defending from men from people like you is insane. Not even the guy who assaulted me claimed this happened, lol. And he said every lie he could. Now this guy replied to himself and said essentially, oh, it was a different party, and I didn't get slapped for it. But it happened, I promise. Anything to win an argument on the internet. Robbo responds, I'm not defending anyone. I was with Nick and the girl you called a whore for 3 days at TwitchCon. I read that entire conversation where you called her a whore. I don't care about swaying public opinion. You are a piece of shit, and who tried to ruin my friend's career over a pedophile joke after you literally just deleted a TikTok of you doing the exact same thing. For the love of God, grow up. The internet isn't built to give you the building blocks to be a stable person. Get off your phone and go get a fucking diary, loser. Dream responds, TwitchCon happened after he slapped me. I avoided him like the plague when he was trying to be my friend, laughing my ass off. It went from I was there and you got slapped for blank to read the conversation and a totally different timeline. What you were saying happened just didn't happen. I need a diary and help for defending myself against literal assault and slander. You intentionally mislead people and lied. I need help for exposing that. The concept of me calling a girl a whore for 3 days at TwitchCon is laughable and sounds as ridiculous as it is. I was done talking about the situation and then you came in and say lies that obviously I have to clarify. Getting mad at me for exposing a terrible person because he apologized to you is so stupid, given he kissed my ass to try and avoid me saying anything. Don't cry when I sue your hypothetical malicious ass for leaving up slanderous statements, even when you admitted you were wrong. Fake Dream then ratios him when he says, I'm the victim. I would never call a woman a whore. I'm the biggest male feminist there is. Come see me in court when I sue you. Women, I'll protect you. I'm also 6'2", by the way. Robbo responds to Dream by saying, sue me. Being threatened to be sued over Twitter is the most privileged thing I've ever experienced in my life. Cantu then responds to all of this from Dream by posting this Twitter clip and saying, bitch made liar, your deletion is my priority.
I watched that dude play blackjack for like 3 hours. We were just all in the same area at the high roller table, and this man just consistently lost money. Like, I think by the end of it, he lost like $30,000, $40,000. It's like, it's pennies for a Minecraft pedophile racking in the dough off in the backside.
That's what he made this casual server.
He was burning money. Clearly,
Yeah,
got him how to play blackjack, and then was still wearing.
I say they're a bunch of cheaters and we lynch them.
Robbo then responds to Dream with this tweet from Cantu and says, here's proof of you calling her a whore. Have a good day, little bro. Robbo then posts a text message from Dream calling somebody a whore and says, threatening to sue me just for it to be leaked anyways is so funny. Lawyer, lock that Robbo kid up. Judge, can I see Dream's phone? Lawyer, no! He's really shy. Back off. Maddie responds by saying, he stopped liking and responding to tweets the minute this screenshot dropped. It's crazy. Robbo responds, he messaged me and told me it was out of context and it was a joke. Then why not just say that? He threatened legal action on me before considering the idea of owning up to it. And now he's radio silent and I'm getting death threats. Yay. Robbo continues tweeting about this when he says, calling me a liar and threatening to sue me just to confirm it's true in my DMs is absurd. If any of this were true, you would have said it was a joke publicly instead of blocking me and pretending like it didn't happen. They then show the DM that Dream sent them where he says, tisk tisk followed by whore is clearly not an attack, and was me and one of your girlfriends joking, bumping her for not responding because we were heading to a club together and we didn't know where she went. She texted me jokingly, and then he shows that he got blocked by Dream. Robbo then makes one last tweet that shows his last DM to Dream and captions it by saying, this is my last tweet on the subject. Fuck you for abusing your power to this degree. You were a multimillionaire threatening to sue a 19-year-old college student for saying the truth, and I tried to help you. You were pathetic. The DM Robbo sent Dream before he blocked him says, if you genuinely need some space from the internet sphere, I completely understand. I've been trying to get Cantu off the internet to go on a long hike with me for a while. I said it pretty aggressively, but I genuinely recommended taking a journal and going camping for a weekend. The app trail is beautiful, and I swear to God I would even send you my favorite peaks. And then Dream blocked him after hearing that. Not surprising considering Dream allegedly only left his house 4 times in almost 3 years before his face reveal. He's probably like allergic to grass or something. Anyways, now it's time to talk talk about what you've all been waiting for. The leaked recording that Dream posted of Nicholas Cantu berating an Uber driver while drunk and high. He posted it with the caption, Nicholas Cantu, voice actor for Gumball, Dora, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Skull Island, and more, being homophobic, anti-Semitic, ableist, and threatening to kill me. And then he plays the recording.
They're gonna arrest your ass.
Yeah, of course.
Right? When he came back, what was the first thing he told you?
He said, listen,
he said, if you get out, I'm a what? God, I was trying to tell you that before you even started talking to him.
Yeah, before I tell you.
Listen to somebody who has experience in life. If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still
No,
I'm not going.
So you're asking why
I'm not going because you're manipulating. The same thing you say you not want to do or you went through, you're doing the exact same shit. And you're using all these bullshit excuses of why you're still fucking up. So you're the type of person, you're gonna have to bump your fucking head for you to learn. So when somebody who is older than you,
I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded. You're fucking Down syndrome. I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the fucking Mariana Trench, and you have a fucking issue with your intelligence. When the bites come or the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. 1K is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm gonna do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all the shit, music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to like a Michelangelo of my time, right? Like I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the fucking Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion fucking sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a faggot. All right, so that's why. You're really cool, Dream. I still want to fight you. And all of the shit that's happened tonight, it's not gonna make it a fucking like brutal marauder. I'm not gonna be a brutal marauder. I'm gonna like literally like either you're gonna be paralyzed or you're gonna be dead. Like I'm serious.
Okay, man. Can you fight?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Tyrell, I apologize.
I'm good.
I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him
Dream as well.
tonight.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
Dream continues the thread by saying, also completely lied about tipping the guy. I tipped him $1,000 though because I felt terrible. He then shows the part of Cantu's previous tweet where he says he tipped him a lot of money. He then shows texts between him and the Uber driver, with Dream reaching out saying, hey, this is a guy from the Uber. This was my normal number. I replied on there though. The driver responds, hey, what's up? Yeah, man. It was a crazy night. But no, he never sent anything though. I will save your number though. How has everything been for you? The world needs more people like you and your friends. You guys were so calm that night and made everything easier. Dream responds, I really appreciate that. I'm glad that's the impression. Do you have a PayPal? I don't have Cash App or Venmo. If you don't, that's okay. I can find out how to send through one of those though. We'll just take a bit. Dream continues by saying, further context. This is after he physically assaulted me once, and before he tried again after the Uber ride. He dropped his phone out the Uber window, and the Uber driver was telling him not to argue with the cops that had stopped him from going across the highway at 4 a.m. So much more than this happened. Only 1/5 of that night was recorded, and there's other witnesses that want to stay anonymous, so they are edited out of any video. KXNDII responds to Dream by saying, just so we're like 100% clear here, the slurs in that video were directed at Dream, and the Uber driver specifically. It's not like Gumball was speaking aimlessly. No, he was directly calling Dream slurs and threatened him. He's a victim here! I do not blame him for not posting this until now, because doing it so out of the blue would turn into more of a nightmare than it already is without the context of everything happening between the two. People would speculate and pick apart the shit probably to a worse degree than they are right now. Like if you're really getting on his ass for not spontaneously posting a video of another creator calling him slurs in an Uber and threatening him right after it happened, that's like low-key insanely victim blamey. Dream responds by saying, the mental gymnastics is ridiculous. I was defending the Uber driver and arguing with Cantu and literally got in an altercation with him afterwards over it and left with a dead phone in a city I didn't even know. The Uber driver thanked us for handling the situation so well and being so kind. I didn't sit on anything. I didn't even have all the footage. Wasn't even in contact with with the Uber driver and didn't even know what was and wasn't on recording. You know that people on Twitter would definitely believe me randomly tweeting, "This guy's bad, don't support him." I wasn't giggling and was live calling him out on his shit and backing up the driver, lol, while being myself berated with slurs. If I look like the good guy, the slur-slinging slasher could make anyone look good. It's okay to just say, "Oh wow, yeah, that's terrible, Jesus," and not have to somehow find out how I can be painted as the bad guy, or just say nothing. He's been lying and manipulating the situation from the start, just like the random Uber driver was even saying. It's just ridiculous. Freedom responds to Dream's leaks by saying, "With all due respect, the contact is saved as being Uber driver, and the screenshots all say from yesterday, so we really don't have any incentive to believe these are real messages." Dream responds, "That's fair. I renamed it Uber driver when I took the screenshots to not leak his number and not have a weird crop. These screenshots are from yesterday, when I went on the Uber app and contacted the driver because he claimed he tipped him. We had a short conversation on Google Voice before the texts. Crazy that, not you, at least not here, people dig into the specifics and talk about fake messages and how easy they can be, and that despite everything I've provided about this incident, People are inclined to question every detail. Like, this would be incredibly stupid to fake, especially if he did tip him big, especially when I'm the one that called the Uber. Even when I'm a victim in this situation and was assaulted, and the driver was verbally berated as well. But no one wants to apply the same level of scrutiny, or even close to it, to accusations made against me, or things people tweet about me, including Diego." Dream then quote tweets someone else questioning him, who has privated their Twitter account so I can't see what the quote tweet was, but Dream's response is, "I wasn't the one recording. A 20-year-old that asked to be recorded by someone because he was owning everyone. And then I posted it when he completely lied about the entire situation online after assaulting me. The allergy to the truth continues, lol. Like, 99% of the stuff I read on Twitter is just complete total bullshit. It's actually hilarious to me at this point." Day001 responds to Dream by saying, "You were just telling the truth and exposing what those kinds of people really are. Only that many people are blinded and look for a way to throw hate when they shouldn't even." Dream responds, "It's okay, lol. They hate me. It doesn't matter what I say. Their minds are made up. The millions of people seeing it that aren't innately biased see how ridiculous it is, lol." Axel responds to Dream's leaks by saying, "This dude let someone under the legal drinking age drink, and then recorded this video and held on to it for years in case he needed to use it against Cantu, if he turned on him." Dream quote tweets him and says, "Need more community notes, lol. Happened 2 months ago, not years. I didn't film it, and it was recorded because he asked for it to be. Just met him for the first time at a random party, and no one turned on anyone. I let this 20-year-old man I didn't know with a fake ID drink. All I know is that if, like him, I assaulted someone, admitted to it, and said slurs on video to a service worker while belittling them, lied about tipping that person, and went on a narcissistic rant about how I'm above everyone, I'd be crucified. But okay, Twitter, green man bad instead." He then shows a picture of Nick Cantu and quotes him saying, "I expected you to be this little asshole dickhead with no morals, but I saw last night that you are a very humble, grounded, and decent man who can roll with the punches." Nick Cantu, October 2023, about Dream. Dream continues by saying, "But you did these other horrible things, and I'm sure you're not being hypocritical about them at all. Or I'm sure you're holding them to the same standard of proof that's been provided here. I couldn't convince you the sky is blue if I tried to." He then posts another quote from Nick Cantu, where he says, "I know that having lies and rumors spread about you is awful, and really fucks you up big time. So apologies for sticking on that for so long, and saying it in front of strangers." Nick Cantu, October 2023, about Dream's grooming allegation. Dream then finally ends this all off when he tweets out, "Now again, I'm gonna go and get off Twitter and enjoy my life, and hang out with my friends and family, and work on my video. None of this BS matters to people that go outside. Why haven't you already? I'm on the defense constantly against whatever this week's anti-Dream lie is. I understand, shut up and provide receipts. I understand that I'm not helping change anything by tweeting arguing with randoms. I'm not trying to. I'd go insane ignoring viral lies, lol. The truth always comes out. If you were harassed like this, you'd probably do the same. I will always learn and grow as a person, and admit to my mistakes when I make them. The internet is so cruel nowadays. It's impossible to be human." And that's about it for Dream versus Cantu as of now on Twitter. But of course, there are a ton of Twitter reactions to this explosive drama, so I will be covering all of those in the next video. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications on. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.